wanna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we
It has been a fun day here at Camp David. We have just had a full day of our homeschool community and we've come home. I've made a very quick dinner of just chicken salad sandwiches. And we are actually headed to the promotion ceremony for Lincoln for his next promotion for Civil Air Patrol. And here's the cadet getting ready for his next promotion. You're looking sharp, buddy. You're in your dress blues.
Thank you.
So what promotion is this now?
This is Cadet Airman First Class.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to be there to watch you get promoted again. Congratulations. I know you've been working hard.
Thank you.
Has demonstrated exemplary esprit de corps, an outstanding airman, especially for being in the flight. His uniform is always perfect. He's always striving to do more. Like, that is what I want personally, as me as an officer. Like, I want to see that in a cadet. I want to see that willingness to accept change, move forward, and persevere through our mission here at Douglas and our wing international. Let's please give him a big.
Good morning, everyone. This episode today is going to be probably one of the hardest that we've ever shot. I am sad to say that we are having to say goodbye. Shortly after we got home from our camping trip, it was about a couple of days after Zoe, our Great Dane, who we've had for 12 years, she's been here for all of the time. Well, she's been with our family since she was 6 months old, but she became ill a few days after we got home from our camping trip, and we couldn't quite figure out what was going on. So we took her to the vet. They were hoping it was just a bacterial infection, sent us home with antibiotics and everything, and over that weekend she did not improve, and she stopped keeping food down and she became very weak. And I returned her to the vet this morning, and we have just received the phone call from the vet after some blood work and x-rays that her liver is failing and she has cancer all over her chest cavity and her abdomen, and that it is so far progressed that really it's time to say goodbye. So we feel very blessed that we've had her for 12 years. She is 12, and as a Great Dane, we know that that alone in itself is amazing. And we're very thankful for the fact that we have been able to have her this long and that she's had that long of a life, but it's never easy saying goodbye. So I just got off the phone with the vet, and Luke and I have talked through a few options that we would like to do. We've also consulted the kids, and we have found out that there is an option that we can bring her home. We're gonna have one last night with her tonight and spend time with her. I'm so sorry. And we have found that there is a service that will come to your house so your animal can be in their home and comfortable and not scared, and help her be on her journey. So I am actually getting ready to go up to the vet clinic to get Zoe and bring her home to be with us this evening and spend some more time with her. And tomorrow morning, the service will come and they will help us say goodbye. I know that we have talked about loss before with our kids, and this is something that we deal with. Unfortunately, we have just recently lost Kenya's pet guinea pig, Sushi. And actually, not too long ago, we also suffered the loss of Lincoln's pet guinea pig, Oinkers. It seemed that shortly after Sushi passed, Oinkers missed her buddy, and we said goodbye to her as well. So with that, they've already walked through this a little bit, but this is slightly different. This is a dog that they have known their entire childhood, and Zoe has had a huge presence in our life. We have loved her dearly. She's been amazing to our family, and we've shared a lot of great adventures with her. This episode, we would like to dedicate this to Zoe and remembering all the family fun that we've had with her and the part that she's played in our family up until this point. And we'd like to share that journey with you all. But mostly the reason why we're documenting this is we've said that we've started this YouTube channel a while ago because we wanted to be able to look back on the memories that we've had as a family together. And Zoe is definitely one of those huge memories that she's been in our family life. So through this episode, we're going to tell stories of her, share pictures of her, and say goodbye. Okay, we just got home with Zoe, and her dream as a Great Dane is always to be a lap dog and to sit on the couch like these two have, Reagan and Maui. So I've put a sheet on our couch, and she's sitting here with one of her best buds. These girls have been together since Kenya has been 3. And we've had lots of good memories, but Zoe gets to sit on the couch, and we just got her from the vet, and we're gonna spend an evening with her, loving on her, and getting ready to say goodbye. So we've called the service, and they're gonna come tomorrow morning. But we've got her up on the couch with us, and we're just gonna spend the evening with her and reminiscing about the great dog that she is and has been to us. One of the things that we wanted to do was to sit around and be with Zoe, but also just talk about some of the memories that we've had with her, because we've had so many, and I was just interested in hearing what you guys had that we remembered about her. Do you guys remember when we got her? You do?
I actually remember walking in the house.
The house where we got her at? Yeah. So Luke and I had decided that we wanted to get a second dog, and we thought a Great Dane would be a great addition to our family. And so in 2009, we found her in an advertisement that there was a family that had her. She was about 6 months old, and they had just had a newborn baby, and so she was just so big that they were worried with the new baby and everything that she would either step on the baby. So Luke and I took the kids and Reagan, and we've got everybody here. Luke and I took the kids and Reagan to go to the house where Zoe was in Illinois, and you went in first, I think, right?
Yeah, I think I went in just to check first and see how things were, and they had a couple big dogs, I remember.
They had some
But
mastiffs.
their other big dogs weren't puppies, so they were good around the little one. But she was a little bit on the hyper side, just like normal puppy hyper. And we told them exactly how much money the kids had saved up for a dog.
Mm-hmm.
and it was a little bit less money than they were asking and hoping for Zoe. And so we just kind of said, well, let's put this in God's hands. And we said, well, this is how much the kids have saved up and how much they're willing to spend or able to spend. So if you'll take it, we'll take her. And if not, we totally understand and we'll keep looking. And they said, you know what? Well, you can have her. That's perfect. And so we loaded her up in the car. And on the way home, we stopped at a pet store. And I'll never forget that when we stopped at the pet store, we opened up the back hatch of the SUV that we had her in. And first of all, I think she had thrown up.
Yes,
because
she got
car sick, which was funny. I don't think she'd been in a car before much. But also, we lost her. She took off running.
Yeah, well, she slipped her collar.
She slipped right out of her collar,
came right
and she took off running in a parking lot. We thought, oh, we just got this dog, and we're going to lose her in the first hour. But we quickly got her back, and then we took her home, and she was just such a doll. She was such a great puppy. She was already trained when we got her, so we didn't really have to work on training her, and she's just been such a good dog for us.
Yeah, and she would go put her paw on the door to let you know that she wanted out, and she's done that her whole life. She still does that. So it was good. I remember the time that she fell down the window well at our house in Illinois, and I was trying to get her out. I was like, how am I going to get her out? Kenya, what's one of your memories?
One year for Halloween, I was Rain, she was BB-8. We put her in a costume.
Yeah.
That was funny.
She was very funny. What about you, Lincoln?
Well, I think mine is definitely her always running around the backyard, especially in Illinois, or like laying in the sun and rolling around in the grass. I mean, she has done that for I don't know how long.
I think her favorite thing to do, seems like, in the summertime is just to go outside, spring, summer, or fall.
Yeah.
To go outside and find any bit of sun that she could find on that in some nice green grass and just to sprawl out. Sometimes we would find her out there and she would literally be on her back, upside down, legs sprawled wide open.
Yeah.
And just laying there in the funniest pose. It's like she was trying to suntan her belly.
She was sunbathing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
That was hilarious.
Like all us good girls do. But yes, you could tell when the weather warmed up, she was happy. Because that's what she wanted to do, is go find the sun. And when it started to get colder, she's like, oh no. But her other favorite spot was next to the fireplace in the winter.
Loved it when we turned on the fire.
Oh.
If we ran the fire all year round, she'd have been happy.
You know, I remember another time that her bed started on fire.
Yes.
Dog bed. That was.
We had a real fireplace, like a wood fireplace in Chicago when we lived in Algonquin. And one time she had kind of kept pushing her bed closer and closer until the edge of it started to burn.
Because she pushed it up in the fireplace.
Up in the fireplace, so.
Yeah.
She got a little too cold.
Rabbits.
Oh
my goodness. Watch, if there was a rabbit around, Zoe just loved to chase them.
Oh.
And for my birthday one year, we just gotten home celebrating my birthday dinner. And we gotten home, we had let Zoe outside, it was dark. And then she came inside, and when Luke let her inside, he just saw this fur thing in her mouth, and he thought it was one of her toys that she had left out in the backyard. And Zoe came running upstairs to our bedroom where I was and dropped it at my feet, and I had not turned all the lights on in the bedroom yet, and I thought it was her toy, and I bent over to pick it up, and I just see this, and I'm sorry, dead rabbit that she had caught. It was still kind of twitching, and she was just sitting there wagging her tail like, look what I brought you. Look, Mom, I caught it. And I screamed bloody murder. It was bad.
She felt so bad.
She at that point, it scared her. She went running away like she did something bad, but she had caught a rabbit for me and brought it to me and set it on my feet. And that wasn't the only thing. So
Great Bunny Massacre.
she will always be known as the cause of the Great Bunny Massacre.
Also that night.
One spring afternoon, she found a nest of bunnies in our yard, and I went out there, and once again, she thought they were toys, and she was just out there tossing them.
Yep, she killed a few little baby bunnies, unfortunately.
I remember in the summertime also, even when she was sunbathing, she would let me come lay on her stomach, rest my head on her stomach, and we would just lay in the sun together.
Yep, she loved that hot grass.
Yeah, she would.
She also liked me to tuck her in at night after I tucked the kids in bed.
Oh, yeah.
It's part of our nightly routine that I go in and say goodnight to each of the kids. They're all good. And if I ever went back into our room and crawled into bed, getting ready to go to bed, if I had not tucked her in, she comes walking in Luke and I's bedroom, and she likes just looking at me like, excuse me.
My turn.
It's my turn. You didn't put my blanket on me. And we walk straight to her bed, don't we, Zoe? And I put a blanket over her, and she's tucked in for the evening, and then she's fine.
Yep.
So.
And then sometimes at dinner, she would get really excited because she wanted to go outside or something. And she'd start chattering her teeth
Yeah.
and doing her happy dance.
Yeah. She's been a good dog, and
Yes.
the Dane breed is an amazing breed. We are very, very fortunate to have been able to spend 12 years with her.
Yes.
So most breeds this size don't make it this long.
Yeah.
So we do feel very fortunate.
It's very true. I mean, Danes, I was looking it up the other day, and I think Danes only, their lifespan is usually on average only about 8 years. And that's usually a good amount of time for a Great Dane. So we have been really lucky to have her as long as we have. And the other thing is, it's tough to see her sick, but she's only been sick for about a week. And even though her diagnosis is pretty severe in terms of how much the cancer has infiltrated her body, it's amazing that she's had such a great life and no suffering for so long up
Really
until
no symptoms.
Yeah, and so you never want to see your pet suffer, and for her to only have to suffer for about a week is I think just also pretty amazing. This dog was literally 2 weeks ago leaping around the backyard and running like she was a puppy.
She was chasing a rabbit, too.
Yep.
I mean, we've got rabbits at our new house, and she goes out there and she's galloping like she was a puppy, just running around. So
as dog lives go, she's had one heck of a good dog life, I'll tell you.
That's for sure.
And this afternoon, we've just spent time with her. We actually got her a cheeseburger.
Love that.
She liked that, and she's getting to sit on the couch.
She thinks she's a small dog, so that really made her happy.
So
One of her favorite things too, she just likes to be touched. So this is a lot of love and attention that she's getting right now. You can tell she enjoys it.
thank you, Zoe.
Yes, thank you.
We hope you guys enjoyed hearing some of the stories, our favorite memories that we have of her. It's been great, and for you guys to be able to grow up with a great dog, Dad and I are very thankful for that. And we're thankful for you, and we love you, baby.
Love you, Zoe.
Love you, Zoe.
I love you, baby.